Hello guys, welcome to Gusto News. Once again, thank you so much for always liking, sharing, of course subscribing to the channel. We love you, we appreciate you. Of course, the last time, remember I told you that I bring greetings to you from Big Lala himself. Of course, right now he's still saying I should greet you very well. Thank you so much guys for doing what you do for us. We love and appreciate you. Today on the news we have something about DAVIDO, OBO himself. We have something about the baddest and also OBO as well. Now it's all about DAVIDO on this particular one, and there may be a bit of Wizkid and Burna boy as well, because DAVIDO is also winning on all fronts in quite a couple of places as well. But before then, we move on to the very first one. DAVIDO, as we all know, amazing artist. 2021 has been quite good for DAVIDO. Number one, now he's got number one song on Nigerian Apple Music 6 times actually. Tennis for You, there's one with Focalistic, and that one with Focalistic as well, and a couple of other songs as well that DAVIDO has done this year that has gone number one. Quite an amazing year for DAVIDO. A lot of fans will tell you, oh no, we expected more from David, but David this year, even the 250 million naira orphanage donation is a very big win for OBO himself. Of course, fans already hailing that one and tagging it as one of the biggest moments in Afrobeat history for an artist trying to give back to the society. Now, we know about the fact that Wizkid as well has been doing quite well. Burna boy has been doing quite well as well. And everyone talking about how DAVIDO is also doing something of his own. Now, DAVIDO, we know this particular video here, if in 2017, arguably one of DAVIDO's biggest songs ever, or even unarguably self, definitely that's one already crossing a lot of streams, millions of streams everywhere. And DAVIDO, as we all know, started out, this was a young DAVIDO at that time, trying to make his mark in the music industry alongside Wizkid and Burna boy as well. Now we know how DAVIDO is quite, someone who loves family so much, from his immediate family, to the family of his own, Chioma at the time. We know there's Haley, there's Imade, there's Ifeanyi. DAVIDO never stops talking about his daughters and of course his son as well. And we know DAVIDO is a man of people as well. From the Teddy BG guys to the Zlatan Ibile to Bella Shmurda, DAVIDO has really helped, and one of those help is the one he just did, 250 million orphanage, donation to everyone. DAVIDO called out everyone to support him on his birthday, got 200 million, added 50 million, and right now we have the DAVIDO national orphanage donation that he is doing currently. Now we also know about the fact that DAVIDO, when it comes to his dad, he never stops saying really good things about his daddy, about his brother and everything. DAVIDO loves his dad so much, even the Bombardier jets and everything is all due to the father. Everyone calls DAVIDO Omo Baba Olowo. So that means there's a Baba Olowo somewhere, and DAVIDO is just the son of the Baba Olowo. OBO, the baddest. OBO means the son of a rich man, Omo Baba Olowo, and this man right here is the Baba Olowo who has really made a mark for his children. Now we know about how DAVIDO always gets into pictures with his dad every now and then. He loves his dad so much, and he's revealed quite a couple of things about how growing up was. Speaking to a particular podcast channel, DAVIDO actually talked about how his dad actually was a coded man, and he's still very much a coded man till now. This DAVIDO's mom, DAVIDO's dad, of course, may the soul of his mom, of course, continue to rest in peace. And DAVIDO talked about how he did not know that his father was very rich until he was 13. Yes. Now this one says DAVIDO speaks on billionaire father's humble lifestyle. He said he had no idea that guys were really rich, because until they moved to their house, like to a new house, that was when he knew. Now speaking to the podcast, he said that I didn't even know my father was driving a brand new Honda Accord as a billionaire. Yes, his mom was driving like a Honda truck and everything at the time, and not until he was 13 and they moved to a new house. This house is really huge. This house is more like a billionaire's house. So yeah, we lit, right? We lit. We actually do have money. Davido at the time even said that even at that time, his father was always that humble man. And even at this time, as we speak right now, his father is still very much that humble man, despite having so many billions in his account. Even Davido himself says he has 30 billion for the account. And at an event just some weeks ago, he said, oh, the money don't pass 30 billion naira. So Davido, of course, reverencing his dad right there, telling the people that, oh, my dad actually drove a Honda as a billionaire. Now, who drives a Honda as a billionaire? He said his dad actually has a driver, and his mom also had a driver, mom Honda truck, his father a Honda car. And at that time, his father was actually a filthy rich billionaire. Do you understand that kind of thing? So Davido actually telling people, oh, man, I never knew that we were really, really rich. Like, we lived a modest life, modest house, modest cars. Everything was actually very modest. And until I got to 13 and we moved to a new house and I saw how big it was. Oh, so we are really, really rich. That is what Davido is saying about his father at the moment. Of course, we know how everyone in the family of Adeleke actually are always about giving. His father doing a whole lot in Osun State. Adeleke University is right there. Davido as well taking after his father, giving as much as he can, already creating a legacy for his own children, and that is really, really amazing. Now, we also know that Davido is a man who people love for his music. First off, OBO, the Genesis, his first album, his first EP, Son of Mercy, came through. A Good Time came through in 2019. A Better Time in 2020. And we're talking about a better time right now because that album, of course, gave us a lot of major jams. The Best with Mayokun is still one of the major jams of that album. Everyone loved that song and are still loving that song. Also, we have the one with Lil Baby. Yes, we have the one with Lil Baby. That one's so crazy. Really amazing song. There's also the one with Nicki Minaj. There's one, with a couple of other artists on, the album A Better Time. Now, for so many people, they will say, oh, the album is not very well, successful commercially and everything. But Davido has really done well for himself at the moment because there's a new record which Davido has just gotten right now, beating the likes of, wait for it, Tiwa Savage, Wizkid, Burna Boy, to actually emerge as number one. Now, A Better Time, the album, is currently ranked at number one on Apple Music top albums of 2021. Now, in terms of the top albums on Apple Music 2021, Davido's A Better Time album is number one. Number one, beating the likes of Made in Lagos by Wizkid, beating the likes of African Treasure Tall by Burna Boy, and of course Celia by Tiwa Savage. Now, shout out to Davido on that one. Massive congrats to the OBO for doing that one. Quite a couple of comments and everything, some booze from opposing fan base and everything. But right now, of course, what we know right now is that Davido currently has the record for the best and number one album Apple Music in Ghana 2021. Now, we don't know about Nigeria yet, but in Ghana, Davido has number one in terms of the album on Apple Music for the year 2021, beating even the Ghanaian artists themselves, beating Nigerian artists themselves, and beating every other artist. Now, shout out to Davido on that one. Massive congrats to the OBO himself, Baba Haley, Baba Imade, Baba Ifeanyi. Yes, guys, that's all we have for this news. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, of course, telling your friends about what we do right at Gusto TV. It's been a really major one. It's been a great one. Thank you guys so much. We love you. Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe. Do everything that you can to support the movement, support the brand. We love you and we do not take your support for granted. We'll see you guys on the next one.